I was thinking we can read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Rama's pastimes from Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah, sure. That would be great.
Because Ramayana is so vast, we won't be able to cover in one day.
I know.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Ramayana.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri
Sri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya
Gaura
Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya
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 Sri
Sri
Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Chaitanya
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Vrinda.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Ram Navami ki jai.
Jai.
Lord
Jai.
Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai.
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 Shri Ramayan ki jai.
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 Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
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 Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. So I have actually two ideas, two options. One is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, Lord Chaitanya's travels to South India. So there, Lord Chaitanya meets with this devotee, who's a devotee of Lord Ramchandra, and also the different places that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited of Lord Ramchandra's pastimes. We won't be discussing the pastimes themselves, but the places that the Lord visited, and how, in South India, mostly, when Mahaprabhu traveled, they were devotees of Lord Ramchandra at that time. So either whether they were karmis, fruitive workers, or they may be, impersonalists, not impersonalists, maybe Mayavadis, but they were worshippers of Lord Ramchandra. And whoever the devotees that were there, Vaishnavas that were there, they were devotees of Lord Ramchandra. But when Mahaprabhu came, and they would chant the names of Lord Rama. When Mahaprabhu came, they started chanting the names of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So like this. So this is one pastime which I thought within our time limit of half an hour we can read that. That's one option. And the other thing is, because today is Ram Navami, we have the entire Ramayana on our Veda base. So I can actually share it and I can start reading. So we have 3 parts: part 1, part 2, part 3 in Ramayana. And it's like a story, it's in a story form. So part 1 has, I think, 10 chapters, part 2 has 14, and part 3 has 15 chapters. So overall about 39 chapters. So I don't know, but I'm assuming if I just sat all day reading, I should be able to finish it in some hours. So that was the other option. I know all of you won't be able to sit because it's your night, but at least here I thought I could just do that. So, what would you prefer? Just start Ramayan, or do you want me to read from Chaitanya Charitamrita? What I do the rest of the day, I can just
No,
plan.
Mataji, Arunita is saying Raman, but I feel that qualities, if we discuss the qualities of Lord Rama and the philosophical part, the beauty, the qualities, at least that we will be able to cover, no? I was thinking, it's your choice.
Yes. So I was under the impression that everyone is probably going to go to temple for the evening class. So they will probably be discussing Lord Ramchandra's qualities there. That is why I didn't prepare from that angle. I was thinking, like our daily reading, we'll just read something.
You need not prepare, Mataji.
Yeah,
Say
no.
something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when you start, the flow will go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so it's better to discuss like that. Okay, so let's read a little bit from Chaitanya Charitamrita and a little bit from Srimad Bhagavatam. Recently, we read this section of Lord Ramchandra in Srimad Bhagavatam. So from that, we can discuss then
Yes,
as much as we are able.
yes, Mataji.
Okay.
You have to go to temple now?
Yes, Mangalarti. 4 o'clock. 4:30 Mangalarti starts.
Yes, I was sorry and now.
That's for Lord Ramchandra. Okay, so let's read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela. Yes, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's travels to the holy places. So, chapter 9.
Rameshwaram. Situbandha Rameshwara.
Okay, so let me see. 365. I'll just start reading and we'll see how much will cover. नानामतग्राहग्रस्तान् दाक्षिणात्या जनद्विपान् कृपरिणा विमुच्यैतान् गौरश्चक्रे च वैष्णवान्. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu converted the inhabitants of South India. These people were as strong as elephants, but they were in the clutches of the crocodiles of various philosophies, such as the Buddhist, Jain, and Mayavad philosophies. With his disc of mercy, the Lord delivered them all by converting them into Vaishnavas. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to Sri Advaita Prabhu and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dakshina Gamana Prabhura Dakshina Gamana Prabhura Ati Vilakshana Sahasra Sahasra Tirtha Koilo Darashana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's tour of South India was certainly very extraordinary because he visited many thousands of places of pilgrimage there. Sei Sabatirtha Sparshi Mahatirtha Koilo, Sei Chale Sei Deshera Loka Nistarilo. On the plea of visiting all those holy places, the Lord converted many thousands of residents and thus delivered them. Simply by touching the holy places, he made them into great places of pilgrimage. Sei Sabatirthera Krama Kohite na pari Dakshina Vame Tirtha Gamana Hoye Phera Pheri. I cannot chronologically record all the places of pilgrimage visited by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I can only summarize everything by saying that the Lord visited all holy places right and left, coming and going. Ataiva nama matra koriye ganana kohite na paritara yatha anukrama. Because it is impossible for me to record all these places in chronological order, I will simply make a token gesture of recording them. Purvavata pathe jaite ye pai darshana jai grame jai se gramera jata jana sabei vaishnava hoy kohe Krishna hari anya grama nistaraye sei vaishnava kori. As previously stated, all the residents of the villages visited by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became Vaishnavas and began to chant Hari and Krishna. In this way, in all the villages visited by the Lord, everyone became a Vaishnava, a devotee. Dakshina Deshera Loka Aneka Prakar Keho Gyani Keho Karmi Pashandi Apar. In South India, there were many types of people. Some were philosophical speculators and some were fruitive workers. But in any case, there were innumerable non-devotees. Sei Saba Loka Prabhura Darshana Prabhave Nija Nija Mata Chadi Hoilo Vaishnave. By the influence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these people abandoned their own opinions and became Vaishnavas, devotees of Krishna. वैष्णवेर मध्य राम उपासक सब केहो तत्ववादी केहो होय श्री Vaishnava. At the time, all the South Indian Vaishnavas were worshippers of Lord Ramchandra. Some were Tattvavadis and some were followers of Ramanujacharya. So I'll read this. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur points out that the word Tattvavadi refers to the followers of Srila Madhvacharya. To distinguish his disciplic succession from the Mayavadi philosophers of Shankaracharya, Srila Madhvacharya named his party the Tattvavadis. Impersonal monists are always attacked by these Tattvavadis who attempt to defeat their philosophy of impersonalism. Generally, they establish the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya is known as the Brahma Vaishnava sect. That is the sect coming down from Lord Brahma. Consequently, the Tattvavadis or followers of Madhvacharya do not accept the incident of Lord Brahma's illusion, which is recorded in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Madhvacharya has purposefully avoided commenting on that portion of Srimad Bhagavatam in which Brahma Mohana, the illusion of Lord Brahma, is mentioned. Srila Madhavendra Puri was one of the acharyas in Tattvavada disciplic succession, and he established the ultimate goal of transcendentalism to be attained of pure devotional service, love of Godhead. Those Vaishnavas belonging to the Gaudiya Sampradaya, the disciplic succession following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, are distinct from the Tattvavadis, although they belong to the same Tattvavada Sampradaya. The followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are therefore known as the Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay, so we're just talking about all the different types of people that were there in South India at the time. Okay, in the book known as Adhyatma Ramayan, or maybe I'll just read the book. A Pashandi is one who thinks that the Supreme Lord Narayan, the personality of Godhead, is on the same level with the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. A devotee never considers Lord Narayan to be on the same platform with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. The Madhvacharya Sampradaya and Ramanuja Sampradaya are mainly worshippers of Lord Ramchandra, although the Sri Vaishnavas are supposed to be worshippers of Lord Narayan and Lakshmi, and the Tattvavadis are supposed to be worshippers of Lord Krishna. So you understand that actually the Ramanuja Sampradaya are supposed to be worshippers of Narayan and Lakshmi. Madhvacharya followers, Madhva Sampradaya are supposed to be worshippers of Krishna. But both of them, the Madhva Sampradaya and Ramanuja Sampradaya, they are worshippers of Lord Ramchandra. At present, in most of the monasteries belonging to the Madhva Sampradaya, Lord Ramchandra is worshipped. In the book known as Adhyatma Ramayan, there are statements in chapters 12 to 15 about worshipping the deities of Sri Ramchandra and Sita. Chapters 12 to 15. There it is said that during Lord Ramchandra's time, there was a Brahmana who took a vow to fast until he saw Lord Ramchandra. Sometimes, due to business, Lord Ramchandra was absent from his capital for a full week and could not be seen by the citizens during that time. Because of his vow, the Brahmana could not take even a drop of water during that week. Later, after 8 or 9 days, when the Brahmana could see Lord Ramchandra personally, he would break his fast. Upon observing the Brahmana's rigid vow, Lord Sri Ramchandra ordered his younger brother Lakshman to deliver a pair of Sitaram deities to the Brahmana. The Brahmana received the deities from Sri Lakshmanji and worshipped them faithfully as long as he lived. At the time of his death, he delivered the deities to Sri Hanumanji, who for many years hung them around his neck and served them with all devotion. After many years, when Hanumanji departed on the hill known as Gandhamadana, he delivered the deities to Bhimsen, one of the Pandavas, and Bhimsen brought them to his palace where he kept them very carefully. The last king of the Pandavas, Kshemakanta, worshipped the deities in that palace. Later, the same deities were kept in the custody of the kings of Orissa, known as Gajapatis. One of the acharyas, known as Narahari Tirtha, who was in the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya, received these deities from the king of Orissa. It may be noted that these particular deities of Ram and Sita have been worshipped from the time of King Ikshvaku. So, the deities that Lord Ramchandra handed over to this Brahmana, these deities were being worshipped in the family of Lord Ramchandra since the time of Ikshvaku. So we were reading in the 9th canto, the Sun dynasty. How does the Sun dynasty go? First is Vivaswan, the sun god. And Vivaswan's son is Vaivasvata Manu,
Vivasmanu.
Shraddhadev. He is Vaivasvata Manu. That is our current Manvantara, Vaivasvata Manvantara. So this Manu is the son of the sun god. And Vaivasvata Manu's son is Ikshvaku. So this is in the beginning of this Manvantara, Ikshvaku. So Manvantara, you all know Manvantara. Manvantara means it has about 71 Yuga cycles.
Yuga cycles.
Each cycle has Satya, Treta, Dwapar Yuga. Like this, there will be 71 cycles in one
Manvantara.
term, Manvantara. That's one term of government, right? One Manu's term, Manvantara. So this particular Manvantara, now we have, this is the 28th cycle. 28th cycle. And in this 28th cycle, we are in Kali Yuga. Totally, there are 71, about 71, 70, 71 in each Manvantara. So, in the 28th cycle of the Manvantara, 28th cycle of Vaivasvata Manvantara, not all Manvantaras. In Vaivasvata Manvantara's 28th cycle, only Krishna comes. And right after Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. So we are very fortunate to come at this time. So this Ikshvaku Maharaj is the son of Vaivasvata Manu, and he had these deities of Sitaram that he was worshipping, and he handed it down to his next son, who became the next ruler, next king. And in this way, in that line of Sun dynasty, the deities were handed down to Lord Ramchandra personally. So we hear in a lecture by Srila Prabhupada that when Lord Ramchandra was ruling, because he was personally present, so he just kept the deities. They were not being worshipped. He just kept them in his bedroom. Because he is the Lord himself. He was personally present, so he just put them in his bedroom. And then this particular Brahmana we read just now, he had a, like many devotees have this vow. Every day they go to the temple and they take darshan, they offer obeisances to the deity, and then they come home. Especially, when you have that facility, when you have that opportunity. If not in your temple, you go in your home, you go and offer obeisances to the deity. But if there's a temple nearby, many people have this, right? They just go to the temple every day, offer obeisances, maybe offer a flower or something, take darshan of the Lord, and then go. So when Lord Ramchandra was personally present, this person would go to the palace every day, take darshan of Sitaram, and then he would go home. After that only he will eat something. Devotees also take some vows. Until I chant my rounds first, I won't eat anything, or until I take darshan of the Lord, I won't eat anything. So this particular Brahmana, until he would go and take darshan of Lord Ramchandra, he wouldn't eat anything. But Lord Ramchandra was the king, so on administrative affairs, he would have to travel, sometimes go out of the city, out of capital city, and he would not come for several days. That means because he could not take darshan of the Lord for several days, he wouldn't eat anything. No eating or drinking for days together, 1 week, 8 days, 9 days, like that. When Lord Ramchandra returned, when he took darshan, that's when he would eat. So then Lord Ramchandra told Lakshman, his younger brother, to get the deities from his bedroom, Sitaram deities, and then give them to this Brahmana, and told him that these deities are non-different from me. So when you take darshan of the deities, it is as good as taking darshan of me. So then you don't have to fast anymore. Take darshan. When I'm not here, you just take darshan of the deities. It's as good as taking darshan of me. This is myself, right? The Lord himself is giving. So these deities, how these deities remain, they are not story. I don't know, Mataji. Later.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Hridayanath story, no? Where the deities, when Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu came and they were serving him, and when they had to go,
Gauridas Pandit. Yes.
Gauridas Pandit.
Gauridas Pandit's disciple is Hriday Chaitanya. Yes.
Yes.
But so the deities were, Mahaprabhu personally gave the deity. Correct. Right. Also to Vishnu Priya, the Dameshwar Gauranga, that deity was given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Vishnu Priya to worship, because he was going away to take sannyas. So like that. So personally the Lord, of course, there they actually manifested the deity. The deities were here already. In the case of Lord Ramchandra, they were being worshipped in the family for several generations. So it may be noted that these particular deities of Ram and Sita have been worshipped from the time of King Ikshvaku. Indeed, they were worshipped by the royal princes even before the appearance of Lord Ramchandra. Later, during Lord Ramchandra's presence, the deities were worshipped by Lakshman. Okay, Lord Lakshman was worshipping the deities. It is said that just 3 months before his disappearance, Sri Madhvacharya received these deities and installed them in the Udupi temple. Since then, the deities have been worshipped by the Madhvacharya Sampradaya at that monastery. So you see why Lord Ramchandra is worshipped in Madhva Sampradaya, because these deities that were personally worshipped by Lakshman and that were with Lord Ramchandra at his time, they came down to Madhvacharya just 3 months before his disappearance, and therefore now they are worshipping Lord Ramchandra there. Since then, the deities have been worshipped by the Madhvacharya Sampradaya at that monastery. As far as the Sri Vaishnavas are concerned, beginning with Ramanujacharya, Ramanujacharya is none other than Lakshman. So as far as the Sri Vaishnavas are concerned, beginning with Ramanujacharya, they also worship deities of Sitaram. Sitaram deities are also being worshipped in Tirupati and other places. From the Sri Ramanuja Sampradaya, there is another branch known as Ramanandi or Ramat, and the followers of that branch also worship deities of Sitaram very rigidly. So this Ramanandi temple is there in Vrindavan. That's Sitaram temple in Vrindavan, because they are Vaishnavas, Sri Vaishnavas, a particular branch of Sri Vaishnavas that worship Sitaram. The Ramanuja Sampradaya's Vaishnavas prefer the worship of Lord Ramchandra to that of Radha Krishna. Sei Sabha Vaishnava Mahaprabhura Darshane Krishna Upasaka Hoilo Loye Krishna Name. Sei Sabha Vaishnava Mahaprabhura Darshane Krishna Upasaka Hoilo Loye Krishna Name. So all these Vaishnavas who are worshippers of Lord Ramchandra, they all became devotees of Krishna when they met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all those different Vaishnavas became devotees of Krishna and began chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Pahimam Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Rakshamam. O Lord Ramchandra, descendant of Maharaj Raghu, kindly protect me. O Lord Krishna, killer of the Keshi demon, kindly protect me. এই শ্লোক পথে পড়ি করিলা প্রয়াণ গৌতমী গঙ্গায় যাই কইল গঙ্গা স্নান. While walking on the road, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to chant this Rama Raghava mantra. Chanting in this way, he arrived at the banks of the Gautami Ganga and took his bath there. So what is Gautami Ganga? It is a branch of the river Godavari. So in South India, there is Godavari. Okay. मल्लिकार्जुन तीर्थे जाई महेश देखिलो ताहा सब लोके कृष्ण नामा लाओ आइला. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to Mallikarjuna Tirtha and saw the deity of Lord Shiva there. He also induced all the people to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Ramadasa Mahadeve Korilo Darshana Ahovala Narsimhere Korila Gamana. There he saw Lord Mahadev Shiva, the servant of Lord Ram. He then went to Ahovala Narasimha. So Lord Shiva as a servant of Lord Ram. Narasimha dekhiya tare koilonnati stuti siddha vata gela jaha murti sitapati. Upon seeing the Ahovala Narasimha deity, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered many prayers unto the Lord. He then went to Siddhavat, where he saw the deity of Ramchandra, the Lord of Sita Devi. Siddhavat purport. Siddhavat, also known as Siddhauta, is 10 miles east of the village of Kadapa. So this is in Andhra Pradesh, Kadapa. Previously, this place was also known as the Southern Benares. There is a great banyan tree there, and it is therefore known as Siddhavata. Right? Vata means banyan tree. Siddhavata. So, Mataji,
Rayalaseema.
Yeah, Rayalaseema. Kadapa, Anantapur, nearby. रघुनाथ देखी कोइलो प्रणति स्तवना ताहा eka vipra prabhura koilo nimantrana. Upon seeing the deity of Lord Ramchandra, the descendant of King Raghu, the Lord offered his prayers. So where is this? In Siddhavata, in Kadapa. When Lord Ramchandra took darshan, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took darshan of the deity of Lord Ramchandra, who is a descendant of King Raghu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered his prayers and obeisances. Then a Brahmana invited the Lord to take lunch. So this also happened there in Kadapa. A Brahmana invited Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come home and take lunch. Say Vipra Rama Nama Nirantara Loy Rama Rama Vina Anya Vani Na Kohoy. That Brahmana constantly chanted the holy name of Ramchandra. Indeed, but for chanting Lord Ramchandra's holy name, that Brahmana did not speak a word. Say dina tara ghare rahi bhikha kori tare kripa kori age cholila gaura hari. That day Lord Ramchandra remained there and accepted prasadam at his house. After bestowing mercy upon him in this way, the Lord proceeded ahead. So he took prasadam at that Brahmana's house, who would always chant Ram Ram, right? Skanda Kshetra Tirthe Koilo Skanda Darashana Trimatha Ailataha Dekhi Trivikrama. At the holy place known as Skanda Kshetra, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Skanda. Skanda means Kartikeya, right? From there he went to Trimatha, where he saw the Vishnu deity Trivikrama. Who is Trivikrama? Vamandev, na? पुनः सिद्धवट आइला सेई विप्र घरे सेई विप्र कृष्ण नाम लोय निरंतरे. So after going to traveling further, so going to Skanda Kshetra, right, and then Trimatha, on the way back again Mahaprabhu visited that Brahmana's house where he had taken prasadam, the person who always chanted Lord Ram's name. After visiting the temple of Trivikram, the Lord returned to Siddhavat, where he again visited the house of the Brahmana, who was now constantly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Earlier, he was constantly chanting Ram Nam, right? Now, after Mahaprabhu's visit, he's constantly chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Why did he change like that?
That we'll see. Vikka Kori Mahaprabhu Tare Prashna Koilo.
कहा विप्र ये तुम्हारा
कहो विप्र यही तुम्हारा कौन दशा होइलो. What happened to you? After finishing his lunch there, so again on the way back Mahaprabhu took a lunch. After finishing his lunch there, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the Brahmana, my dear friend, kindly tell me what your position is now, right? What is how your position has changed, like you're chanting Hare Krishna. He's asking that. Rama Nama, Ebe Kene Nirantara, now Krishna Nama. Formerly you were constantly chanting the holy name of Lord Rama. Why are you now constantly chanting the holy name of Krishna? Vipra bole, ei tomara darshana prabhave, toma dekhi gela mora ajanma swabhave. The Brahmana replied, this is all due to your influence, sir. After seeing you, I have lost my lifelong practice. Ajanma. Like throughout my life, I have been chanting Ram's name. Rama. I lost all that because of your influence. Simply coming in contact with you, I lost all my practice. Balyavadhi Rama Nama Grahana Amara Toma Deki Krishna Nama Aila Ekabara. From my childhood, I have been chanting the holy name of Lord Ramchandra. But upon seeing you, I chanted the holy name of Lord Krishna just once. And now I cannot stop, right? Now I chant only Krishna's name. Sei hoite Krishna Nama jihvate basila. Krishna Nama spure Rama Nama dure gela. Since then, the holy name of Krishna, I chanted only once in your presence. Since then, the holy name of Krishna has been tightly fixed upon my tongue. Indeed, since I have been chanting the holy name of Krishna, the holy name of Lord Ramchandra has gone far away. Far away. Balyakala hoite mora swabhava eka hoy, namera mahima shastra, koriye sanchay. From my childhood, I have been collecting the glories of the holy name from revealed scriptures. Ramante yogi nonante satyanande chidatmani iti rama padena param brahma vibhiyate. The supreme absolute truth is called Rama because the transcendentalists take pleasure in the unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. This is the 8th verse of the Shatanama Stotra of Lord Ramchandra, which is found in the Padma Purana. कृषिर्भूवाचकः शब्दो नश्च निर्वृत्ति वाचकः तयोर ऐक्यं परम ब्रह्म कृष्ण इत्यभिधीयते. The word Krish is the attractive feature. So Rama means the pleasure feature. Existence, and Na means spiritual pleasure. So Krishna has both pleasure and attractive feature. When the verb Krish is added to the affix Na, it becomes Krishna, which indicates the absolute truth. This is a verse from the Mahabharata, Udyog Parva 7:14. Param Brahma Dui Nama Samana Hoilo Punah Ara Shastre Kichu Vishesha Pailo. As far as the holy names of Ram and Krishna are concerned, they are on an equal level. But for further advancement, we receive some specific information from the revealed scriptures. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Bistulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Lord Shiva
This I do
addressed his
every
wife
day.
Durga. You know this. Lord Shiva addressed his wife Durga. Oh Varanana, I chant the holy name of Rama, 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 and thus enjoy this beautiful sound. This holy name of Ramchandra is equal to 1000 holy names of Lord Vishnu.
Yeah.
This is a verse from
Sahasranama.
Brihad Vishnu
Sahasranama.
Sahasranama.
Equal to
Brihad Vishnu
Sahasranama.
Sahasranama Stotra in the
Yeah.
Uttarakhand of Padma Purana.
Yeah.
सहस्रनाम्नां पुण्यानां त्रिरावृत्या तु यत्फलम् एकावृत्या तु कृष्णस्य नामैकं तत्प्रयच्छति. The pious results derived from chanting the 1000 holy names of Vishnu. The pious results derived from chanting the 1000 holy names of Vishnu 3 times can be attained by only one utterance of the holy name of Krishna. Okay, that means Rama's name, so 1000 names of Vishnu that you utter is equivalent to 3 names chanted of Lord Ramchandra. And 3 names of Lord Ramchandra is equivalent to 1 name of Krishna.
One name, Krishna.
This verse from the Brahmanda Purana is found in the Laghu Bhagavatamritam by Rupa Goswami. Simply by chanting the name of Krishna once, one can attain the same results achieved by chanting the holy name of Rama 3 times or 1000 times the names of Lord Vishnu. यही वाक्य कृष्ण ना मेरा महिमा, यही वाक्य कृष्ण ना मेरा महिमा अपार, तथापि लोयते नारी सुनो हेतु तार. According to this statement of the Shastras, the glories of the holy name of Krishna are unlimited. Still, so this Brahmana is speaking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is quoting all this. He is saying, from childhood I had been collecting all the glories of the holy name from Shastras. By chanting the glory name, holy names of the Lord, what is the benefit like this? The glories of holy name I have been collecting. So these are all the shlokas that I have collected about the glory of the holy name of Lord Vishnu, glory of chanting the names of Lord Ramchandra, like this. According to this statement, this particular statement of the Shastras, the glories of the holy name of Krishna are unlimited. Still, I knew this verse before also, that once you chant Krishna's name, it is equivalent to 3 names of Lord Ram or 1000 names of Vishnu. I knew this before. Still, I could not chant his holy name. Please hear the reason for this. This is very important. So, you may have the knowledge from the scriptures, but that does not mean you will get that attraction for that. When will that happen? This Brahmana is going to explain. So simply having knowledge is not sufficient. You read from scriptures, but by reading from scriptures, it's not necessary that you will get faith. When will you get faith? According to the statement of the Shastras, the glories of the holy name of Krishna are unlimited. Still, I could not chant his holy name. Please hear the reason for this. Ishtadeva Ramatara Name Sukhapai, Sukhapaya Ramanama Ratri Dinagai. My worshipable Lord has been Lord Ramchandra, and by chanting his holy name, I received happiness. Because I received such happiness, I chanted the holy name of Lord Ram day and night. Yes, I would feel so happy, so I just chant Lord Ram's name day and
He
night.
called for food. Even then, he didn't talk anything. He was chanting Rama, Rama.
Yeah. तुम्हारा दर्शने जबे कृष्ण नाम आइला आइलो ताहारा महिमा तबे हृदय लागिलो. What happened? When I got your darshan, when I got your association, then Krishna Nam awakened in my heart. Until then I was chanting, I was getting great pleasure chanting Lord Ram's name until I met you. When I met you, right? Tomara darshan, I got your darshan. Jabe Krishna Nama ailo, to Tahara Mahima Tabe Hridaye Lagre. Then I understood
so
the glory
Chaitanya
of
Mahaprabhu
Krishna's
is the
name.
Krishna only. That's why he got
Yes.
that.
By your appearance, Lord Krishna's holy name also appeared, and at that time the glories of Krishna's name awoke in my heart. Say Krishna tumi sakshat iha nirdharilo eta kohi vipra prabhura charane padilo. Sir, you are that Krishna himself. This is my conclusion. Saying this, the Brahmana fell down at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tare
Beautiful.
kripa kori Prabhu chalila ar dine Vriddha Kashi asi koilo Shiva darshane. In this way, Mahaprabhu, after giving blessings to that Brahmana, continued on his way. He traveled further. So this is the
Shiva.
pastime of Lord Ramchandra's devotee and the glory of Lord Ramchandra's chanting Lord Ramchandra's names and Lord Krishna's names from
So
Sri
when
Chaitanya
when
Charitamrita.
he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so unknowingly, when he was chanting Rama's name, unknowingly when he saw the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he just changed to Krishna. Krishna's chanting.
Association Mataji. That's how
Association.
either Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or any pure devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a
Yeah,
representative of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When you come in touch with them, then, because we read this, like this is not a sentiment, this is actually, according to Shastras, there is a hierarchy, spiritual hierarchy. There is no, it's not about powers or anything. Powers are the same, right?
yeah,
They're all Vishnu Tattva. But
yeah.
in rasa, there is a difference. So the hierarchy is there is Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, Vaikuntha Lokas, and amongst the Vaikuntha Lokas, you have higher than that on the top level is Lord Narasimhadev and Lord Ramchandra. So Lord Narasimhadev and Lord Ramchandra are very special uh, avatars or forms of the Lord compared to all other Vishnumurti forms. They are on a higher level. And even higher than that is Krishna in Dwaraka and Mathura. And even higher than that is Krishna in Vrindavan. So if somebody is a devotee of Lord Ramchandra, like let's say Hanuman, is completely satisfied, it's no problem. But if he comes in contact with someone who is a devotee of Krishna, then he can get attraction for Krishna because it's a higher, right? It's like you have a greater magnet, bigger magnet, and smaller magnet. Bigger magnet can even pull a smaller magnet towards itself, like that. So, and that is
Krishna.
totally fine. Yeah, that is totally fine. If one does not go there, that is also fine because he finds his satisfaction here. But if one goes there because he's getting, higher, and that is also completely fine. But it all depends on the association. If you come in association with a devotee like a Gaudiya Vaishnava, then even we have many examples, even in our society, who had been devotees of Lord Ramchandra before, or they were even initiated into Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, and they chant Hare Krishna. Not that they take Diksha again. Generally they say there's no need to take Diksha again. But if you really want, and if that previous spiritual master says, yes, I see that you have this attraction, you have my permission, with my blessings, you can go and take, then in some cases that's allowed. It's not wrong. But uh, generally, you see, I have personally seen also, devotees who have already been initiated in Sri Vaishnava, but they find this attraction. So they chant Hare Krishna, they follow, they chant Hare Krishna, they worship Radha Krishna, Gaur Nitai, and it is completely, fine, and it's wonderful like that. So I will have to end here. It's already time for Mangalarti.
Mataji, today I felt I didn't go to the temple. But at home I did, the pray Rama, and then that Sri Rama Ram Rameti Ravi Rama Manoram Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Rama. That every day and night, when I see my Rama's deities are there. So I just casually I do that. But that has that much in that I never knew that, but I do that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, and then I felt I didn't go to the temple today. Now, what is that? But I did ask my daughter because she was tired. She has other things to do. They have summer camp and other things.
Yeah.
She has to manage all that. She's busy. I didn't ask her. But we came back from my doctor appointment, everything 2:30. We came 3:34. So it was so hard today. Unbelievable. It's like Indian summer. It was in the car I could sit. That was the heat. I went to the doctor and then we came back. So she didn't say anything. I was feeling, I didn't go to the temple. But all these days I was not attending the class. And today, before 6 o'clock, I was sitting here. I turned on and I couldn't put the code, the KSB and 1008. Instead of
Yeah.
1008, I was putting 108, no. 108, 108, no. First I didn't put case B, no. I said,
That's why,
how?
Mataji, when I send the link, just click on the link. You're directly in the
I
meeting.
didn't see all that. I just want to use my brain. I was doing all this. Then I went back to the link. Then I said, oh, 1008. Then I punched before 6 o'clock. I was there. Aditi Lata was there. And only two of us there. Then she is the other girl she joined. But what happened is I felt that I didn't go, but I listened to all this about Rama and Krishna from you. I'm sitting here, but I could have full class. I could listen to yours
From Chaitanya Charitamrita.
from
Srila
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Srila Prabhupada.
What happened is that if I didn't go also, God helped me to sit and
Yes.
listen to this. On time, I was sitting, not that half class or class finished. No, on time, I'm finished. I'm sitting. That is God's mercy, your mercy.
Yes, Mahaprabhu's mercy.
Prabhu's mercy.
Lord Ramchandra's mercy.
Lord Ramchandra's
Thank you,
mercy.
Mataji.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for this
Hare
wonderful
Krishna.
pastime. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Happy Ram Navami.
Happy
Thank
Ram.
you, Mataji. Hare
Now,
Krishna.
now you go and